everyone, welcome back to Black Cats TV. Yes, we beat Coventry, but we've got to play Coventry again. So this is a Coventry preview. It's there.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
But yeah, it's a shock result. I mean, we need to talk about that first, Conrad.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was
what an amazing game. My reactions say it all on our shorts.
I've lost my headphones.
I thought I broke them.
Yeah, no, that was good. That no, it was just a complete. I mean, I had you on the reactions, but I was too busy going around the living room. I didn't even look at what you were doing. It's going mad. Yeah, completely unexpected. I mean, we sort of were just talking about the fact that the lineup was a bit of a shock to us. The formation was a bit of a shock to us. Meppen out, Ballard in, but that was an absolute masterstroke, just to be more aggressive in terms of his. There you go. That way.
Yeah.
Ballard in, Meppen out, just for the aggressive nature that we needed in defence and that. So not holding on to the ball, but just holding our shape and keeping Coventry at arm's length, just tiring them out and then breaking out on them. And it worked an absolute treat. I don't want to go as far as to say I was right in that Lebris deliberately left us out there at Coventry in March to get battered by them, knowing full well this is what they would double up on. But he's certainly taken some rests when needed it over the last few games, and then taken something from that game to put into this one, which worked an absolute treat.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I'll reiterate what I said when you said it in the first place. Are you giving him too much credit? Because were we not just a couple of lucky opportunities when we consider we had 26% possession?
But I don't think it's not like we set out to go, we really want the football, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean we were just, right, lads, 10 men all on your own goal line. That's it. We're not moving. This is it there. It was a very calculated game plan, because if you think of how we played in March, I think we tried to play our game and Coventry just passed it through us. We're in on the back line every time and scored every time that they did. So it was a case of, well, how do we nullify that? And it's like, okay, we keep our shape. We've got 2 rows of 4, but every time we get the ball out, we fire it as quickly as we can up to the wingers or the forwards who have got the most space to get in behind. They play a very high line and they're not very quick in the back line either, where you've got Isidore who's rapid and Mayenda who's rapid. So it was one of those that was like, let's just nullify this quick break from them, so they have to pass and they have to move, and let us hit them on the counter. And when they tied in the second half, worked a treat.
Yeah,
the
it
inside
did.
Job though was getting Milan Ewig to pass it to our guy instead. That was the little inside job.
Yeah, I mean, they did go back to the shape very quickly, and as soon as it was a different style almost. You could tell it's something they've been told to do, because when we lost possession, it wasn't 3 or 4 players running in, kicking lumps out of players to try and get the ball back. It was like, we've lost it, let's get back. And you could see that row of 4 set up straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say, it was like one person ran after the ball, all the rest got into shape and got into formation. And then it was a case of, okay, push them out. And if they're going to come in, we come in as well. And then out we go with it as well. And I'm trying to think of, apart from their goal, one proper shot they had. And I really struggle to think of anything.
Well, they had 3 on target officially. And they had 14 shots in total. But we had 10, considering 26% possession. That's quite a good ratio to their 14.
Yeah, and we blocked one of our own as well at one point.
Yeah. It was that he was gutted about that as well.
Mayenda at the end when he went through again.
Yeah. And Isidore getting a goal was something much needed for his confidence, right? And what a goal that was! It was just rifled in to the far right corner. The
confidence to even just do that, like considering that he hadn't scored since I think Leeds, but I'm not 100% sure if it was Leeds' last goal. But to just suddenly find a bit of space. The best thing about it was he slowed down and took his time. He didn't rush thinking, I've really got to score. He sort of slowed down, set himself up for his run onto the ball to strike it in. Keeper got a pretty solid hand to it, but still just the power took it in anyway at that point. So it was taken by a striker who looked like he'd been scoring for fun recently.
So we know what our friends at Sky Blue TV are probably saying, but was it offside?
No, because it counted. We won 2-1.
Do you think it could have been offside?
No, because there was no flag and we scored. It's not offside.
Right, okay, we'll just leave that one there then, shall we? Yeah.
In 1966 in the World Cup final. Yes, because we scored.
It seemed to. I think
scored though.
we frustrated them a bit because they did land quite a few yellow cards in that half. One of their main players is that Ben Sheaf, and he picked up a yellow, so he'll have to be cautious, sort of thing. So, no point asking man of the match. It's got to be Ballard, right?
Yeah, I did say on Sunderland Fan TV, though, with a little asterisk of that tackle from Job right at the end, just to retain the win. Just beautiful. You hear all the Coventry Stadium like, penalty! And then when they all look back, they went, actually, that was fucking amazing, wasn't it? I think they knew straight away it wasn't a penalty by the fact that Job got up and punched the air like he'd scored. They were like, we can't appeal a penalty if he's obviously celebrating that he got it.
I mean, that was that's what we need. That's what we miss when he's not in the team, and that's what we need going forward. It's how are you feeling going into this next game now? Because I mean, going into this first game, I'll be as optimistic as you like on here, but when the camera goes off, I'm like, we're doomed.
Yeah, well, I wasn't like that when the camera was on. I was like, we're doomed.
But now are we booking our Wembley hotel now? What's going on?
I mean, I was texting you earlier on, going, do you reckon we could go to the Wembley game? I don't know, but I think I'm cautious about the game on Tuesday. If you'd have asked me before Friday, I was like, well, we're probably going to lose on Friday. We might get a result on Tuesday, but whether that's going to be enough, I don't know. And now I'm sitting there going, this game plan worked brilliantly, but we've got another game still to do it. It's a bit like I'm very reassured that we are capable of it.
Yeah.
And we clearly can put a performance together to get us over the line in this game and to Wembley. Whether we do or not, that is another thing. I've followed Sunderland for too long to just know that everything is as easy as it would appear.
Not everything's not everything's black and white. Probably is the wrong phrase for our club.
Clear. I'm cautious. Is probably the best thing to say. Cautious.
I mean, Coventry come into this gun ho now, right? So do we set up differently?
No,
because we went ultra defensive towards the end, right?
We did, but that's not a shock. That Labrie did that against Burnley in the third game of the season where we were 1-0 up, and at 85 he was taking off the players and playing with 6 defenders. Like he's very much a game manager, I think, rather than a sort of like, let's kill them off type.
You can't manage a 1-0 lead for 90 minutes.
Exactly.
Right?
So I think we'll come out and we'll play exactly the same, probably the same team as well, to see what Coventry throw at us first. Because like you say, I think they're going to come out and go get back into this game quickly, make up for that mistake. The thing then will be if they tire or if they throw themselves too far, we'll hit them on probably more counters more quickly than we did the other night, because of our fans and this sort of the emphasis and the effort behind us will give us that extra bit of a energy, I want to say, just with the roar of the crowd. But I think we play the same, and then we see how it goes.
Same team, even if Mundell's back.
Yeah, absolutely. It has to.
And what about Roberts? Because he wasn't firing on all cylinders.
Wasn't firing on all cylinders going forward. Defensively, he was fantastic. Clearing out balls, taking it away from dangerous areas and driving out with it. Cute little passes with Enzo as well. A good couple of times with Enzo playing in the centre. They linked up together very well. I actually thought Roberts linked up better with the likes of Dan Neil and Job as well, because I think he knew where they were going to be rather than that 3 fluid midfielders that we've been having with Rig, Job and Neil. It really helped them to sort of combine because they knew where everyone was going to be. Yeah. I would stick with Roberts. He's probably the first one I would change if I needed to at that point. But I don't think you can play 2 strikers and then revert back to, like you say, let's defend for 90 minutes. I think we need to play a very smart game again, box cleverly or box carefully is how we say it, and then pick our moments. And what better way to pick your moments than having Enzo spraying balls out left for Isidore, right for Mayenda and Roberts, and in behind we go again.
Patterson had a really good game, I would like to say as well. He looked like he commanded it more, he wanted it more, he was... the first few minutes, was it, where he did a bit of a fluff up? Where he completely
misjudged the flight of the ball. It dropped like 2 meters in front of him. He came out, went, oh.
Yeah. After that, he was all right.
After that, he got it perfect. Yeah, it was, and there was nothing he could do for the goal as well. It was a great header back, and of course, as a keeper, you're moving that way, and the then ball suddenly changes that direction. It's the hardest thing to do, to throw your momentum back the way you've just come from. So, nothing could be done there. But yeah, after that weird misjudge of a flight of ball, he was absolutely solid. I don't think he had a lot to do, but he did, like you say, he came out and he punched things and he cleared things out and just generally did really well.
He put his body on the line a lot of times.
Threw himself into the Coventry. I think they'd obviously, a bit like Ballard and the aggressive nature of him, they clearly said, you're going to be roughed up in this game. Get there first.
Get a foot stuck in, definitely.
Yeah, because there was a time where he got fouled, or a foul was called on him, and he clattered into three of them, but he got the ball as well, and it's like, and then they didn't seem to come near him again after that for quite a while, because it was a bit like, well, he's throwing himself into these, he's not scared at the moment, which is exactly what we've been saying to do for about 6 months.
It took a while, but just in time. Right, let's go and quickly look at the predictions, because we had some points. Somebody got some points.
Yeah, he did.
It was Lee V6. Is it Lee Vanner? I think
so, but yeah, he's just Lee when he comes up on the live commentary.
He got a point. So now we have 4 people at the top. So I hope somebody gets another point, so we have one clear winner. But it is what it is.
We did ours with our chat with Michael. But I think I said 2-0 Sunderland next, didn't I?
Yeah. Are you sticking with that prediction for next week?
Well, I think I have to, don't I? I thought that was the rule of that point, but if you're allowing me to change, I'll say 2-1 to Sunderland still. But I think they score, is what is how I think it goes. I think we probably score first, potentially get 2 towards the end, and then they nick one back and do that thing where, is it getting a bit nervy? Is it getting a bit this? But
it's fine. I'm gonna allow it, because I'm gonna change as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a wee Philly special from SAFC Fan TV, and I'm gonna go 3-1. It's gonna be 3-1.
I'm not going to go back and judge everyone's comments from the Michael Bowers video to this one. So if you want to get your predictions in the comments for this one and we will count them, absolutely fine. And get them.
But your final, if you predict in this one, that counts. It overrides anything you did before.
Yeah. You can't go back and go, I said this live stream back there, because we'll go back and look.
Yeah,
we've got receipts, But and of course, you can also join Mike's live stream. 7:30 is it? I'm coming in from work, so it's going to be the running, still eating a sandwich. Yeah. So it's going to be just before 8. Look out for the thumbnail, and come and join me on the live stream, and we'll have some fun, and I'll try not to break my headphones. Get your predictions in there as well, and we count them before kickoff as well.
Yeah, or just on kickoff. Some of you are very last minute.
Yeah. Some of you wait 5 minutes and then try, and it's like, no, you've seen it now.
Yeah. Well, if you do that with Sunderland, you'd predict a loss, because the first 5 minutes we just don't do anything anyway. So.
I'm hoping we go 2-0 up in the first 5 minutes this Tuesday, but it's going to be a hard game. I'll be there. I'm sorry to drop you in the commentary.
We expect footage. We expect footage for the channel.
I will try.
So keep an eye on me for the live stream. Keep an eye on the shorts for some videos from Conrad.
Absolutely. I'll charge my phone before I go.
Excellent. Right. I think that'll do for our quick preview. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully we can book our place in the final and hold Coventry back. Would you like to say goodbye to the wonderful peoples?
Goodbye to everyone. Please like and subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Join us on Tuesday for a live stream, and hopefully not for the last one of the season. I'll say that.
Definitely. Thanks very much, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that wonderful stuff, and we'll see you all in another video. Goodbye.